Hi everybody, I'm about to take a shower. No, I'm not. I had my shower, but it is early. It's about 8:30 and I wanted to show you, this is where the traffic cones go. And I just took my sprayer and I make sure it's on, you know, and I try not get the flowers, but this is what I do every watering day. Today is week 1. Week 1 is black tea, and I'll show you a little later exactly how I made it. And in here, whoop, I'll take this tea bag out, but it's sitting in here. And I have, this is my favorite jug, it's the one I always use in here. So then what I do is I don't worry about the leaves. I never have, but I grow dry. So nothing sits around, and cold days like this, because it's snowing and it's 10 below freezing outside, I always make sure I wipe them off. So then I use this whole jug. Now these poor little ones here, they do get wet. The flowers do get wet. I have found the buds don't like it too much, but you know, in the rainforest they get wet, and in my shower they get wet. So I never worry about the leaves. This is a black tea, which I put the tea bag in a hot water first, and then I pour it in here, and then I add warm water. And there's also in this jug a 1/4 of a teaspoon of Kelly Magic and 1 black tea bag. So what I do is I use about 3/4 of it, and it will now sit for about 10 minutes or so, maybe 15, while I'm in the kitchen doing some other things. But I have to charge this camera and I'll get back to you. Here we are, we're out in the kitchen. I've taken my 3 out of the shower and they are in the window wiped off. And I have 2 more in there, 2 big ones. My big white one is flowering. It's getting so beautiful. And at the very end of this video, I'll do a quick tour of them in their place. But oh, it's sure nice when it's so cold outside to have this. So, and I get my exercise, which is important because I have to walk all down the hallway to my shower, put that in, and then walk them all back. So I get my exercise. And let's just talk a minute about my water schedule. It's available to anybody who asks for it. I follow it religiously. Now, for some reason, I'm in a hurry. I might say, oh, I'm not doing that today. I'm just going to do a water wash. And then the next time when I'm supposed to do just water, I just put it back for the other thing. And you can see I keep track of, and today is week 1. See that little one all by itself? Today was week 1, and week 1 is black tea. A black tea bag soaked in hot water, and I'll explain that in a minute. So there's only 2 days of my 6-week water schedule that I bought fertilizer. So they all change, and I'm not going to go into that now, but I can another day if you would like. So it is available. I've been using it for years, and this is proof it's working. And there's also little notes in the water schedule of why and wherefore. So anyway, here I have 3 soaking. I have 3 ready to be soaked. We're not busy. And over here, I'm soaking bark for about 3 days from now. So in here, I have a 1/4 of a teaspoon of seaweed extract and a little less than that of Kelly Magic to soak for 3 days, just for bark, that's all. And a quick comment about the new orchid. I haven't checked it since the last video. Maybe next watering day I'll check it. It got watered Sunday. Now the days where I am watering between the week is straight water, nothing else. And now it is on, whoops, it is on my normal watering schedule. And it got black tea today, and it's very happy. They love getting black tea. The leaves have not flopped. And yes, we did lose some, but look, we're getting new buds. We're getting new buds here. And also, it's a little hard to show that one, but there's another one coming there. So it's fine. It was fine when we checked it. And so I'm going to leave it till next watering day before I water. I will check it again. So things are so far looking good. So we'll put that there. And the cymbidium that I brought in from the frozen disaster in the greenhouse is in a vase, and it got also a little bit of the watering today. So we're still waiting for these to come out. So I did have straight water in it, but today, because I have in my sink, I'm going to take you there in a minute so you can see. I have my tea bag, and I have found they love it. So let me just take you a little closer to the sink. Okay, and then put it down. Now, there. Now, when I have these ones here, I make sure that if I have a flower hanging over the sink, I put a tea cloth under it. And I have got the flowers wet, but you can see that they are all soaking for about 10 to 15 minutes, depending on, you know, I'm running around doing other things. And this, of course, is my oldest orchid. So I don't have, the only time I rinse first, usually, is with real fertilizer, not the seaweed, not the organic stuff, but with real fertilizer. But the one thing, this was my oldest orchid, and I loved her when I first got her, and she is so beautiful. And I didn't show this, but this is the last leaf. This is the leaf before, when she was still struggling, and it took her time, but this is a nice, firm, healthy leaf coming here. So then I put them up on my drain board, and I wipe them off. So, same with this one. They're all starting to get more flowers now, and they got, by Valentine's, it's going to be so beautiful in here. So this is all I do, and I'm going to show you in my water and what I have. So in here I have, this is a teaspoon of Kelly Magic and a teaspoon and 2 black tea bags that I put in here. There they are. I put them in hot water first and make sure I get all the goodness out of them, and then I just throw them in there. So, and this holds about 5 gallons, but I never have it full, so I do like for 4 gallons, and most of mine is 1/4 of a teaspoon per gallon, whether it's Epsom salts, fertilizer, Kelly Magic, whatever I'm using, it's 1/4 of a teaspoon to a gallon. Makes my life simple. And it's been working. I think there's some proof to show that. So I'm going to get back to you when I'm a little closer to being finished. Hi, the watering is finished. It is 10:30, and considering all the running around I did in between today, that's pretty good timing. And I can't wait to show you the orchids that are opening by Valentine's Day. every day is getting so beautiful around here. And thank goodness, because outside it's snowing still. And it's 10 below freezing. And we don't want to go anywhere. So we've been busy, and I'm just going to move this out of the way. But this, what I'm doing for a little peek into my life? This is my Bible study. I'm real slow. Like I'm on lesson 4. I think Jack's acing his, and you send them in to get marked. I'm not marking mine. And he gets like 100% or darn near anyway. And he uses the computer, but I have my old Bible. You see? And inside, I have to show you. I said, I'm going to look up every verse. I don't care if it takes longer. But can you see this? It says, presented to Carolyn Walton, that's my maiden name, from Daddy and Mommy on June 13th on her 10th birthday. That's how long I've had this. And one time I was having a real stressful time, and a girlfriend near where I live, she gave me this, and I've always kept this. So I'm such a collector. I keep things, and you can't save everybody, and you can't be, you can try, but you can't save everybody. But you can make just one step and save one person. Even a little thing years ago when I had bad experience, this was very nice, and I've kept it all this time. So yes, don't be afraid to help one person. You can't help them all. But, anyway, there's a little peek into me. And I'm going to take you for the finish of the orchid tour. And I'll show you the snow outside too for those who want to see it. Okay, let's go for a walk. Oh, get this out of here. There we go. Okay. So, I did not water my dendrobiums because when I brought them in, I gave them a little soap. But, I know dendrobiums like a cool down to bud, and that's why they were in the greenhouse. Now, they don't ask to be frozen, but I'm telling you, there is buds all over the place. Back in there, up there, over there. I mean, if they're old enough to bud, even some of the real old ones are budding. It's amazing. It's truly amazing. So anyway, by spring we're going to hope for better results, but it was totally frozen, everything in there. When the water in the pond, which is in the ground, protected more, insulated, dug right into the ground, and it's amazing. So, I moved a few things around. What else is new? But we have nice ones coming up here. The roots are healthy, and I think they're both healthy. Now, last year, they ended up branching. Branches came later, so I'm kind of curious about these. And they started in October, so most of all these started about October. There was a few into September. So that's kind of interesting how long it really takes. I don't know. There, try and get this color right. It's a beautiful spray. Now, you know what I did with Mini Mart? I put a cork under her to keep her up. I'm still hoping I'll get those flowers and at least see what they look like. Oh, is this brightening your day? It brightens mine. And even these little ones, they're so pretty. There's still more coming. Yeah. This one here, I have to make sure, this is the one I got that I think is going to have a terminal spike. And I have to make sure I mean, it's such a long area here, water can collect, so I have to make sure I blow on it lots. The Monet pot, which I've had many years, lost track. But you can see all the old spikes on this one. Yeah, and they were all put in here at the same time. So this is my big lip. It's coming. Two I put in one pot. Now the white one has started to bloom. She has nice leaves, lots of roots. And the first flower is open, and they're just going to pop now because of the seaweed that black tea. It was black tea today. They love their black tea. Of course, this is the one I'm still waiting for, and this was just one I got last fall that I put the fat on. It had a few accidents. And it's spiking. And then this one here, it's got, I'm not sure, you know, I should take pictures of them all, but you know, it's always a surprise when they flower. Oh, that one's that color, because they're all from the grocery store. They've lost their butterfly tags all over time. This one's just starting to open. And then up here, that's my little caloric orchid. There's the snow. Oh boy. We got some up there. I've backed them all off because we're getting really cold weather, so I've got the flowers facing in, even if it makes them grow a little crooked, because I don't want them to blast from the cold air. So that's my view when I'm in the kitchen, and the orchids are looking beautiful. So the only thing, I do have fans on in both rooms right now, only on watering day when the temperature's dry, because the air's drying. But when I've been watering them, I always leave the fans on for the first while to help dry them up. So thanks for joining me, and maybe we'll have something really different on the next video. Oh yeah, I got bark soaking. Bye for now.